Today we're going to take a look at an Acura that's all new for 2015. It's called the TLX, and it is a mid-size sedan on a mission. This car is nothing less than a technological tour de force designed to take on the best from BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz. To cover every single feature in this car would take a 1-hour documentary, so we're going to focus on some of the key elements. Under that hood is a V6, it's 3.5 liters and puts out 290 horsepower. But thanks to cylinder deactivation technology, it still manages 31 miles to the gallon on the freeway, 21 around town. Of the 6 cylinders, you only really need all 6 when you're accelerating. So what this car does is when cruising, it'll deactivate all the way down to 3 cylinders to give best economy. Because when you're firing only 3 cylinders, you're only using half of the fuel that you would use otherwise. It's very, very useful, and it does a great job of giving this car both power and economy. It's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission and pushes power to all 4 wheels thanks to Acura's own super handling all-wheel drive system. What do we have here? It's nice and deep with 60/40 pass-through. That flips up, and there's no spare tire. Instead, there's an air compressor and a fix-a-flat kit. Legroom's pretty good, and I also get control of my own vents. Speaker right there, nice wood trim. Okay, well here we are inside the 2015 Acura TLX. What Acura has done is they've taken their mid-size luxury sedan, the TL, and they've combined it with their more sporty version of the midsize sedan, the TSX. Voila, TLX. So what this should be is Acura's most realized statement of sport, luxury, and technology all in one car. So to appreciate that, I think first off, we're going to have to turn the car on. I love their start button down here. First off, I have a comment on these seats. These are gorgeous in this chocolate brown sculpted leather. I mean, this is what a sports sedan seat should look like. Now, looking at the rest of the interior here, we have a leather-wrapped steering wheel with lots of controls on it. We'll get to those a little bit later. We also have this soft touch plastics. And the first thing you're really going to notice after the seat is this dual screen setup. On the top is the master screen, which has rear view camera, navigation, it shows your apps display, that kind of stuff. The bottom screen is more of a control screen, and this one is a touch input screen. Here is where I can control my radio. I can even turn on my heated seats. It's really quick, and it's really smart the way that they've set this up. I can change my aircon. I can pick a specific temperature that I want the interior to be. No sliding up and sliding down on the dials. I just say, I want 82, I want 82, boom. And then also, if you want to put in an address, say for maps, again, super easy because of the dual screens. So I'm just going to type it in on the bottom down here. Let's look for the nearest Starbucks. C-K-S. Okay. Pops it up right there. We'll go ahead and click enter, and away we go to Starbucks. Okay, moving on to the center cluster here. The gauges, big and bold dials. On the left you have the tach, on the right you have the speedo, and in between you have a small color screen. That color screen shows you all sorts of vital car information that you can set for while you're driving. Everything from your fuel mileage to range, how long you've been driving, the all-wheel drive status. We'll talk about all-wheel drive in just a bit, but super handling all-wheel drive it can push power to any one wheel or all four wheels. What this does is it has a little design that shows exactly where your power is going. That's pretty neat. Scrolling down, I can get a compass, which is a very nicely drawn compass. Oil life, tire pressure with individual numbers, always very important. And then vehicle settings, if I want to make certain tones, driving position, lighting setup, door setup, maintenance information, all that kind of stuff. Very clear, concise, super easy to read, and I like it. Now, this car contains a whole lot of safety tech, which is now becoming the norm in the mid-size luxury sedan market. Actually, almost all luxury sedans are featuring this stuff at least as options. The TLX here, it has adaptive cruise control, it has lane detection, and it has crash mitigation. All the basics that you would kind of expect. And this one is actually really nice and easy to use. Now we're about to get moving, and the first thing that we'll notice, there's no column up here or down here. Instead, it's been replaced with a whole lot of buttons. The traditional modes still apply for any automatic. You have P, R, and D. And instead of hitting a column, you're doing buttons now, which is very different and takes a little while to get used to. I do like that the D gives you a nice green ring. That's pretty cool. And then there's one additional button called IDS. What does IDS do? Well, it sets the car's mode. It's integrated dynamic system. And this combines the features of the engine and the transmission to give you 4 different driving modes: economy, normal, sport, and Sport Plus. So let's go ahead and take this car out for a drive and see how it feels in the real world. Okay, and then we hit the drive button, we release the brake, and away we go. Woo! Ooh, that sounds really great. The turn-in is very precise, very little body roll. Oh, brakes. Brakes are good. Go ahead and throttle. Whoa, the throttle is extremely touchy in Sport Sharp mode. It's like bam, bam. As we're accelerating around a corner, the SH all-wheel drive system channels more power to the outside rear wheel. Why would it do that? Well, because it mimics all-wheel steering when it does that. It provides greater turn-in to the corners, which gives a really nice, sporty, secure feel, and also just improves handling on a level that you're just not going to get with any front-wheel drive car, or any all-wheel drive car either, for that matter, that doesn't provide that same functionality.
That makes this Acura TLX one of the best handling sports sedans we've driven. Starting around $31,000, our test car came fully loaded for just under $46,000. For that money, you're getting a car that suits almost any driving style.
So honestly, I'm just cruising here and I'm finding the Sport Plus to be just a little too aggressive. So I just hit the IDS button and let's go down to Econ. Immediately, my throttle is much more subdued. The RPMs dropped over 1,000. And now I'm driving in a very comfortable around town mode, which if you want to get that best case scenario of 21 miles to the gallon city and 31 miles to the gallon on the highway, you're going to have to be tooling around in this drive mode. And then looking at the cabin here, this is a car that I could commute every day in. It is super comfortable. Everything makes sense, yet I also have all the technology that I really want at my fingertips. It really is a wonderful, modern sports sedan. So this is the 2015 Acura TLX. Acura's vision for all-wheel drive sports sedans, and I say I like their vision a lot. I'm Ryan Douthit for AutoNation TV. Thanks for watching.